high skill versus low skill. We have two decks right here, the lowest skill deck in Clash Royale and the highest skill deck in Clash Royale. We have this one right here. I'm not going to tell you which is which. I'm going to let you guys guess. And then we have this one right here. So what I'm going to do is hop into 2 games with each of these decks and showcase to you guys the difference in playstyle and how much easier it is to play with one deck as opposed to the other. Okay, we are in our first match here, and I've never done a video like this where I've compared 2 different decks from different spectrums of the talent level, I guess. Is that a good way to word it? So I'm just going to cycle my Barbarian Barrel. This deck right here, you guys guessed it. Yep, it is the lowest skill deck in the game. Golem right now is absolutely broken. It's not even the Golem. I don't really care about the Golem. The Golem's a pretty good card, like solid card, very good. But what the problem is the Furnace, Goblin Machine, Vines, Baby Dragon, Evo. I mean, everything in this deck, you could argue each 8 cards in this deck needs a slight nerf. Even the Barbarian Barrel, the best spell in the game by a mile right now with how much it's being used. And of course, the new Evo, of course, is going to be broken, so Baby Dragon is pretty darn nasty as well. But I'm just going to go for the minions like this. Minions are, in my opinion, the most annoying card right now in terms of defensively, because they're 3 elixir, right? And they can kill everything super fast. And on top of that, they have infinite range. So it's like kind of a silly thing that they even got this change to make them this broken. But yeah, as you can see, this deck kind of plays itself. Hopefully, I'm able to showcase that here. I'm not even like, I don't play Golem, guys, ever. I don't play Beatdown. I'm not a beatdown fan. I'm not really a fan of Golem decks in general before the season either. I thought they were kind of weak, but after the buff to the Golem, the Vines coming into the game, and then of course just the Machine, Furnace, Baby Dragon, Evo combination with the minions being added into the deck, as well as the buff Mini P.E.K.K.A, which is kind of slept on low-key. I don't think the Mini P.E.K.K.A needs a nerf. That will be the only card in this deck I think that doesn't require a nerf, if that makes sense. I'm just going to go ahead and let him take my tower if he goes barrel. I'm just going to go Baby Dragon in the back like this. He pops the ability. I'm not going to defend that. We're just going to go for the Golem at the bridge and probably be able to take tower here, I think. Unless he has Inferno Tower, that would suck. But I'm just going to go for the Golem like this. Evo Baby Dragon's going to speed up the Golem, I think, just slightly here. He does have Inferno Tower. Oh, no. Okay, wait. This guy actually has, like, a really great defense against Golem, but it doesn't matter because we have the Vines, and the Vines is going to carry us. We can go Barber like this. We should still take tower, even though, theoretically, on paper, he has the best counters to our cards, right? He's got Dark Goblin for the range for this Baby Dragon. He's got the Inferno Tower for the Golem, but it just doesn't matter because the Golem does a ton of damage now. The death damage as well is like 300 million% more than it was, it seems. And yeah, just like that, the game is pretty much over. I don't think he can come back from this situation. We just tower trade with ease. He Golden Knights the bridge. He's going to pop the ability. We're just going to go for a machine in the back and start building a massive push right here. And he didn't even pop the ability right there. I guess he did. Technically, it didn't do anything. It was kind of a unlucky ability, I guess. But you're going to go Golem like this. He's going to Inferno Tower once again. We can go minions. And yeah, just like that, as you can see, the deck will literally play itself. You just keep cycling over and over and over the same cards. And every card in this deck will give you so much value because of how good it is. And it's that simple. It seems very simple, like the way I'm wording that, right? But it just kind of is how Clash Royale is at the moment. I've lost to this exact push like maybe 15,000 times on ladder in the last couple of days, and it just is very, 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 very easy to use, and you don't have to use your brain cells at all. So we'll play one more game just to prove that it wasn't a one-hit wonder, and this deck is literally that easy to play. I wanted to make this video just because I wanted to showcase how well you need to play and how sweaty you got to be and like good at interactions you got to be to play with a specific deck, and then how easy you can kind of just lay back and play Clash Royale with a Golem deck, if that makes sense, in this current meta. So I'm just going to go for my Golem first play, low-key, if he doesn't do anything once we have the Pancake up. He goes for the Hog Rider. All right, that's fine. Mini P.E.K.K.A should take care of that. So Hog Rider, Log. I'm just going to go for my Golem in the back. If we hit 10 here, if he doesn't place anything, he's going to go have to defend this Mini P.E.K.K.A though, right? So I'm just going to go for my Goblin Machine in the back. He's got Witch. I don't know about Witch. That's going to be a little bit bad for him because I think the Machine plus the Baby Dragon and even the minions, Bar Barrel, those combination of cards, plus the Furnace too, honestly, all counter the Witch pretty darn well. He's going to say well played. I think we just drop off our Golem. Oh yeah, he goes MK. He's automatically only up 1 elixir, right? So I'm just going to minions. He's going to be on the same elixir as me, so he's on like 4 to 5-ish right now, and then minions should take care of that entire MK. There's the E-Spirit. Does he have a Rage or a Zap or something or a Snowball? No, he does not. Wow. So minions, 3 elixir, take out the entire MK, and I would be genuinely shocked if we don't take at least 3/4 of this guy's tower on this push. He also has Duchess, which Duchess is terrible against Golem, so that is another W, like, positive thing for me here. He's going to go for the Fisherman. What the heck, Fisherman? All right, I didn't expect that. That was a kind of, I guess, a little bit of a bailout right there, but it doesn't matter, guys, because we have this 3 elixir spell that got introduced to the game that has made the game so much more enjoyable for everyone, right? And just like that, tower's down. So just Vines on the Evo Witch, and it makes it completely useless, and damages it, by the way. So I don't see any reason why you would ever use a free spell ever again if you've got the Vines literally doing the same thing and damaging cards for 1 less elixir. Like, holy moly, what were they thinking, guys? I'm gonna go Furnace the back like this. I think he might honestly just give up. I wouldn't be surprised if he's giving up after that. I would probably close the app as well. but you don't want to assume, so I'm just going to chill and see if he plays anything else. It looks like he's not going to, though. He isn't defending this furnace, so I'm just gonna go gold in the pocket. This is really gonna see if he has conceded. He has. So yeah, just like that. 2 games we literally didn't really do anything, and I get the easy victory at 16,000 almost trophies, by the way. Like, these should not be free games. These guys got to be at least sweaty a little bit, right? But nope, it doesn't matter. When you have a golem deck like this and a very, very low skill deck, it is so easy to play it. You don't have to do anything to like get a W. Okay, now we are over to what, in my opinion, is the highest skill deck in the game. You might be like, Miner Rocket. You might be like, oh, I don't think it's skill or whatever. Guys, to be honest with you, this deck is way harder to play than anything that I've played at a high level. That Tornado by him, by the way, that's nice for me. But he's going to pump up. I'm just going to Rocket that right away. But yeah, this deck, you have to be very good at defending. And some matchups are easier than others, of course. That's just Clash Royale. You're going to have some easy matchups. You're going to have some bad matchups. But yeah, this deck overall being a slightly, like, lower than, like, below average meta deck, right? I would say it is the highest skill meta deck right now, and what I qualify a meta deck as is something that's actually usable on ladder, that like more than a few people be using in the top 1,000. You know, there's a few minor control players, not many, right? It's a very niche player, like player base that does play minor control, but I'm just gonna go Ice Spirit like this right here. I think it's a hard deck to play. I'm gonna go minor Skellies on the right hand side. He's probably gonna tornado this now. He's back to tornado now, isn't he? Yeah, I should have probably accounted for that. It's fine though. King Tower activation doesn't really matter too much. Looks like it's a golem deck from the opponent, but low-key, this golem deck I do actually respect. The one with the E-Drag, it seems kind of stupid that oh well, I did respect it before you had minions. Now I no longer respect it. But just gonna go delivery like this. But yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit easier for me to defend because he doesn't have that goblin machine and that furnace, and those 2 cards absolutely counter this deck pretty well. So I'm glad he doesn't have either of those, and he has a kind of more weird, or I guess traditional version with the lumberjack and the baby drag and all that, or not baby drag, E-Drag, and all that. Miner's on tower, he pumps up. I'm just going to rocket the pump. I guess to be fair, we could have rocketed the king tower. But yeah, this deck requires a lot of like thinking. You've got to be like, okay, what if I do this, then what happens? That's a perfect way to describe it, actually. Like, think about the deck that I just played the game before this. I did not have to think about one single time, if I do this, am I going to get punished? What's going to happen? I just played, right? And it never was stressful. And even in matchups where the games are close, it's still not stressful. As long as you have decent like placement knowledge of Clash Royale cards, you'll never have any trouble playing a deck like the one I just played. But this one, you have to play a decent Clash Royale, like pretty solid Clash Royale, to win a majority of matchups. Some matchups will be easier than others, of course, like I said, but it's definitely a lot more, you know, brain. What's the right way to describe it? You got to use your brain a lot more, right, to play a deck like this. I'm gonna go Ice Spirit right here. Wow, that Ice Spirit got absolutely destroyed. Delivery comes down to kill that. The minions are a little bit annoying, to be honest, since I just used my delivery on the E-Drag, but I think it's still okay. Dark Prince cleans up for the most part right here, and I'm just gonna go for another miner on this tower. He's gonna pump. Yep, I'm gonna rocket that, and then I'm gonna go for my miner on the right hand side. Once we do hit 10 elixir, keep the pressure on, and I'm just gonna go. He golem is back. I'm just gonna go miner on the safe tile and Ice Spirit the bridge to hopefully freeze whatever he wants to play. There's the healer. Okay, so him splitting up his healer opposite lane is actually a good thing for me, I think, because he can't build up a huge push with the healer like healing the lumberjack or whatever the heck else he wants to place behind his golem. So I'm gonna go for my skellies like this, and then honestly, I would love to rocket, but I don't think I can because of course the E-Drag. I want to save the rocket for the E-Drag, of course. Let's go for the Tesla down low like this right here. That should be fine. Double Tesla to take out the golem. I think that's all right. That healer finally dies. I'm gonna go log like this. Can we get the king tower activation by chance? That would be kind of nice, to be honest. I'm gonna go for a miner like this to hopefully grab the king tower activation. Oh my gosh, beautiful timing on that. Let's go Ice Spirit like this. Perfect activation. And yeah, just imagine a golem player like attempting to get an activation like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying golem players in general are bad. It's not even the golem. It, like I said, it is the cards that are in the meta currently that make a golem so brain dead. But just gonna go for my delivery like this. That king tower activation should honestly win us the game. I don't see any way he's going to break through. But when we have Evo Tesla, rocket, delivery, this deck is very defensive like in some points, but it's also very offensive at a point where you've got to like stay hyper aggressive and don't allow them to just push you the whole game. You've got to be sometimes pressuring with your miners, getting some chip damage, maybe even going for an occasional offensive rockets. But this matchup, we already have it pretty much shown up as long as I don't throw defensively. So let's go log like this right here. Dark Prince, by the way, got a buff. I like Dark Prince. It's a fun card to play. I don't think it's that good. I still think it's kind of mediocre. I'm going to go Skelly's delivery. Perfect, just perfect responses right there for what he had. Rocket for the E-Drag, delivery for the minions, and yeah, absolutely just perfect. You can't ask for anything else. I'm going to go Skelly's up top like this. He does keep spamming the bridge. I mean, at this point, he's kind of getting desperate. You can feel the desperation in his plays, like where he's just kind of shoving cards at the bridge on 0. Let's go Dark Prince to kite that, then go for our Ice Spirit up top, Tesla up top right here for the healer, and yeah, perfect defense once again. Skelly's go for the miner in the back just for some extra chip damage, because why not? Dark Prince, oh, almost connects. That would have been nice, but he goes for the E-Drag. I'm just going to go ahead and rocket this E-Drag because why not? Take it off the map right here. But yeah, perfect game pretty much so far. 17 seconds left. Ice Spirit jumps on top of that. Tesla right here, and yeah, he pretty much didn't touch my tower. The golem pushes were completely nullified, and that king tower activation that he just went for right there was a complete miss. But my king tower activation with the miner on the E-Drag last second was very, very clutch and definitely helped out for the later stages of this game as well. So good win with miner control. We're going to hop into one more match with this deck just to showcase that you got to use your brain cells for this one. Okay, got our match here against Kalilir, and of course you can always debate what's like the highest skill deck, lowest skill deck. Everyone's going to have an opinion. Life is about opinions, right? Like everyone's going to have a different opinion about everything in life, and that's just real. So I'm going to go miner in Skellies. We're going to pray this guy doesn't have Tornado. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing he doesn't because Tornado's not that popular. Oh my gosh, of course. We're facing Hog X, it looks like here. What are the odds we face Tornado 2 games in a row? I think that's pretty low right now because Tornado's a pretty darn mid card, especially in like top ladder. I guess this is Trophy Road, right? So that might be a little bit of a reason why. I can't even remember the last time I faced Tornado back-to-back games on like actual top 200 ladder, but I'm just gonna cycle my log like this, go for the Ice Spirit right here, for the we'll get the goblins. I wasn't really going for the goblins, but that works. Let's go miner Skellies like this. He's gonna probably put, yep, I was gonna say play Valk on top of that. I could rock it, but I think I'm gonna wait until we get a little bit of a more elixir lead. Or we get a little bit more desperate for damage, I guess, is a good way to word it too, before I go for any crazy rockets. He's going to go Xe. I'm going to go log like this on the Valk and the Xe right here. And this matchup's going to be interesting. We have to kind of use our brain to think about how we're going to take care of these Xes without rocketing them. I guess delivery is going to be good, but we also have to be careful because he does have Tornado, right? So I can't always just go with a delivery on top because he might be able to pull the delivery back into my tower and get the Xe lineups, right? So we got to be careful in this matchup is what I'm trying to say. So it's going to be interesting. I think this should be winnable as long as we can actually get some miner chip on his tower. It's easier said than done for sure. I might just go miner. I'm gonna go miner on this like top inside tile because he's probably gonna go in the safe spot with the goblins, right? I'm guessing he does go to the left of his own tower, or the right of his own tower, I guess, if he's the one placing it. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna go log like this right here. Valk to back. It's very tempting. Do I rocket that? I'm going to, this might be the wrong decision. He's going to go Xe hog the bridge probably, or just rocket me back. I would hope he rockets me back actually here. Oh, nope, he's definitely going to go for everything. So I'm going to go for the Tesla like this and then Ice Spirit like this to hopefully jump on top of that. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot the Xe has the damage freaking amplification or whatever, whenever it's the evolved one. That sucks. I should have put the Ice Spirit like one tile lower. I think we would have been fine right there. Okay, we only take one shot. Definitely should have prevented that with a better Ice Spirits, but it's all good though. You know, that's the little things like this deck. You can mess up the little things and take so much damage because of it. He's going to go for the Ice Spirit like that, log as well. Ice Spirit might jump. No, it does not, but I'm just going to go for my rocket like this, and I think we're in a good situation. Right here, up an entire rocket damage in this matchup is a good sign. We also can keep chipping with miners as long as I don't let the hog touch my tower or the Xe tornado hit my tower magically. Then I think we have a decent case to win this game. I'm going to go for the Tesla like this right now. I might even rocket. Actually, we can nudge that hog with the Ice Spirit to push it to the Tesla. I like that. Let's go delivery like this early. Skellies to block the Xe to make sure it doesn't get close enough to my tower to where he can tornado that, and I'll automatically lose the game. So I'm going to go rocket like this. He might go hog once again. I've got another Tesla though, so it's not really a great idea. You can also play Inferno Tower with this deck, but I of course prefer the Tesla. Tesla's my favorite building, and I'm the most comfortable with it, so I figured it's good with this matchup for me, or good with this deck for me. I'm gonna go delivery behind. Oh, I might have made a mistake. If he tornadoes this, we're kind of cooked. Okay, he does not, so I'm just gonna go for my Skellies after this Xe blade goes back into his hand, and yeah, we're vibing right there. Perfect defense again. We're up 800 damage, slowly but surely whittling his tower down, and this is like, I don't know, this just is way more fun to me than putting down a golem or putting down a goblin giant and spamming everything behind it. I don't know, it just takes more time, and I know that that's like, oh, maybe you want a quick win and easy gratification and easy satisfaction of winning a game fast with a beatdown deck, which is valid. You know, I understand that side of things, and if you're trying to push up fast, like, that's definitely the way to move. But if you want to be like really good at interactions and good at Clash Royale in general, I think that cycle decks are kind of more important for that. That's gonna be good. He's gonna get the goblins down just barely. We still get his tower down to 2 rocket range, so I can just go for my log like this right here. Actually, let me chill. I'm not gonna log. I'm just gonna go Dark Prince early because I need to save my like defenses for this Xe. He's got double Evo in cycle. I'm gonna log now, then Ice Spirit like this. No, bro, I've had some bad Ice Spirits this game. It's been my bad. I don't play Evo Ice Spirit enough. I know it's not an excuse, but to be very good with it, so I gotta lock in on that a little bit. But that's gonna be fine right there. He tornadoes. This is a great tornado from him right there because the Xe is gonna light up my tower for 2 shots right here, which sucks for me a lot. But what I will say is that we just need 2 rockets to win the game, so I think we're okay as long as I don't let that connect. He pre-rockets. Wow, this guy is going for everything right here. I think that gets 1 shot. The hog, maybe not. Oh, Oh no, doesn't even get a shot off. Rip for him. That's tough. But yeah, as you can see, the skill difference between the two decks is very apparent. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing the difference between the two. But yeah, anyways, enjoy the Butch Group, of course, and have a great rest of your day. And yeah, peace.